Hello, everyone. This is Mystic Goddess with your general reading. So, today we're going to see what the person who is thinking about you does not want you to know currently. This reading is for everyone of every zodiac sign, so feel free to switch the energies around as needed. All right, so let's go ahead and get into these messages. Give me messages, please, Holy Spirit, for everyone that watches this reading. When it comes to the person who is thinking of my viewers, what does that person not want my viewers to know currently when it comes to love? What does that person not want my viewers to know when it comes to love? Two more shuffles. All right. So let's see what comes out here. All right. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the tea is cold now. So they don't want you to know that they're feeling away, mainly because they think that you're over them or that you're getting over them. For some of you, they think that you're no longer fighting for this connection. With never really over being right next to that, this is someone who is lingering in your energy because they didn't think that things would ever truly be over between the two of you. If there has been a disconnect, they don't have any closure, okay? At the top of the deck, you have block and bless. Some of you could have blocked this person or you set up really strong boundaries. There's something that you're doing at the moment that's letting this person know that you mean business. Some of you have gone no contact with them, or you're just not making yourself as accessible as you have in the past. So it's making them feel as though you're standing on business this time around. My goodness. It's also giving energy of a soul tie being here. So this person could feel as though the two of you share a soul tie, or they just feel really deeply connected to you. They are stalking you, watching you in some way. For some of you, they're lurking on your social media. For others, this person is secretly obsessed with you. So what they're not telling you is that you setting up boundaries, going no contact, or you withdrawing from them is actually making them even more obsessed with you. Give me more. All right, you chose them. So if this person did choose someone else over you, they're disappointed with your supposed to be replacement. All right. Things are not going the way that they thought that it would. It's also giving energy of this person worrying about you entertaining a third party of your own. For some of you, if they did choose to be with another person, they're not telling you the real reason as to why. With burn the bridge being at the bottom of the deck, they're worried that you are giving them a final goodbye. For others of you, there's something that this person could have done, may have involved them connecting with another person, or it involves some type of betrayal, and they're worried that whatever they did is unrepairable. Okay. Yeah, they feel like they're not going to be able to come back from this. So they're looking at themselves as someone who has burned a bridge. They're also viewing you as someone who is bidding them farewell and glowing up, focusing on yourself, going through a transformation. And it really gets under this person's skin. For them to either see you glowing or for them to know that you're choosing yourself now and moving forward with confidence, it really bothers this person. At this point, they have an unhealthy obsession with you. And also, they're a bit bothered because you have this glow about you. You're moving along quite well, even if you don't feel like it. And they have no peace. This is someone who's finding it really hard to rest. They're also fixated on you. Hmm. At the top of the deck, you have in their head. So they're not telling you that they're very much in their head, overthinking and stressed out. For some of you, they're playing different scenarios in their mind in regards to who you're spending your time with, what you could have going on behind the scenes, or who else could be in the picture. So they are basically making up things in their head in regards to why you are no longer fixated on them. They think that there has to be someone else in the picture, especially for you to turn your back on them or for you to become distant. But what they don't understand is it's actually just you choosing yourself this time around. Now, even if you have moved on with someone else or if you are entertaining another person, you're still choosing yourself. You're choosing yourself. Mm. You're my drug is at the bottom of the deck. So they're craving you. It's also giving energy of this person going through some extreme highs and extreme lows. They're addicted to you emotionally. I wouldn't be surprised if they come in trying to tempt you in some way. But when they do, some of you may give this person a reality check. All right. So you may not be open to the reconciliation. Some of you may want to reconcile with this person, but you're still tired of the highs and lows that come along with them. So yeah, they're viewing this connection with clear eyes now. There's also something that has happened in their life that has given them a wake up call. Hmm. Wow. with with what if being at the bottom, at the top of the deck, excuse me. This person is in a lot of woulda coulda shoulda type of energy. There is regret on their part. Like I said, they're overthinking, they're overanalyzing, and imagining how the future could have been between the two of you if they would have played their part or if things would have played out differently in the connection. Hmm. The mood swings of this person is like whiplash. I'm telling you, there are times when they're okay. There are times when they seem joyful, like they don't care, very much indifferent. There are times that they feel numb, they feel a coldness, and then there are other times when they feel as though they're falling apart. Okay? When they're either shedding tears or they have tears in their eyes. They go through a lot of different mood swings. They're all over the place emotionally. Give me another card. All right. You have rehearsing the past, and that card came out crossing. So many of you are not, how can I put this? You are not doing things the same way that you used to in the past. Your energy has definitely shifted. You're done tolerating less than you deserve. And see, the most beautiful thing about it is your silent strength. For many of you, this person thinks that you just all of a sudden started to behave differently toward them. They think that all of a sudden you started to treat them differently. But that really couldn't be the furthest from the truth. I feel like this person had a lot of different warning calls, warning shots. They had a lot of red flags in regards to treating you differently. Okay. They were forewarned many different times about you closing out a cycle with them, whether you told them directly or they just felt it within their soul. I feel like this was not an overnight shift for you. It happened by little, little by little. But this person can be so full of themselves at times that they didn't notice the little subtle differences. Okay. They didn't notice those subtle differences from day to day, from week to week, from month to month. So it's really shocking for them. For many of you, they are thinking a lot about the past and about how things used to be versus how things are between the two of you now. They still don't truly want to take accountability in regards to the role that they played and where the two of you are currently. But you choosing yourself, you putting yourself first, it's been a long time coming. But your strength has been so silent. There could have been times when you felt like you were falling apart. There could have been times when you felt like you didn't want to entertain anyone except for this particular person. But I feel like you got to a point where you couldn't help but to shift. You couldn't help but to put up strong boundaries because you had taken enough. Many of you may have gotten to the point where you didn't really recognize yourself anymore because you had made so many changes in order to accommodate this person. Your morals, your ethics, your self respect, things such as that. I feel like there could have come a point in time when you just didn't feel like yourself anymore. But you've always been able to look in the mirror. You've always been able to face yourself, unlike them. And I feel like you started to make subtle little changes over time that ended up acting as a catalyst for a huge energy shift for you, a huge transformation that's definitely working in your favor. And it's it's surprising to this person because they're so used to seeing you behave a certain way, or they're used to you reacting a certain way when they would do things to trigger you. But you learn to transmute that energy into something that benefited you. You took it, you went within, and you've been working on healing yourself. Okay? So certain things that they do that would have really put you in a dark place in the past, it doesn't have that same effect on you anymore. Mm, yeah. I feel like this person, there are some things that they want to say to you, but they don't really know how. Also, like I said before, they're used to you behaving a certain way. So, those of you who have decided to take a step back, if you've decided to close this person out of your life permanently, or even if you've just set up really strong boundaries and you're not tolerating their toxic behaviors, it's still surprising for this person. Okay. There was a point in time when you would always leave the door open for them. Even if you would reach out and start conversation, or if you would, there could have been times that you reached out, but deep down it was a way to kind of keep that door open. Hmm. So the way that you're moving now is unfamiliar to this person. Very much unfamiliar. It actually confuses the heck out of them. That's why they're in emotional chaos, because they have no clarity when it comes to you. Hmm. Yeah. They have no clarity in regards to either where they stand or where you're going. And it's not meant for them. They're supposed to be confused. Where you're going, they can't go because they haven't done the work. So yeah, this person, they're really feeling it on an emotional level specifically, and also mentally. If walls could talk, I feel like they go about their day like everything is fine. They smile, they laugh, they giggle, they act cold or at least pretend to be cold. And when they go home, especially when the sun goes down and when all they have is, when all they have are their thoughts, everything hits completely different. For some of you, they are afraid that you're not fighting for this anymore because they can see that you're no longer entertaining their drama. Even if some of you are entertaining it just a little bit, you're not doing it to the extent that you used to. They didn't think that it would ever be over between the two of you, but some of you have definitely drawn a line. You're standing strong when it comes to your boundaries. There are some who have gone no contact, and you actually gave yourself closure. Many of you are going to notice beautiful blessings coming in for you ever since you distance yourself. All right. You're allowing this person, you're allowing them to sit in darkness by themselves, their own darkness to be exact. Some of you are finally feeling at peace again. Your peace is not attached to this person. Your worth is not attached to how they perceive you or how they treat you. Your worth is not attached to that whatsoever. They are stalking you or keeping close tabs. There's a lot of lurking going on. And you taking a step back, you setting up those boundaries are literally just about to drive this person insane. They're overthinking, overanalyzing everything. They're stressed out. They don't completely know what's going on with you. They left you, or I won't say left you, but they kept you in a state of confusion throughout the connection. Now they're in a state of confusion because many of you are no longer showing your hand. You're not giving this person full clarity like you did when you wanted things to work out between the two of you. And even if you are still wanting to make things work, your boundaries are stronger than ever. Okay? So, yeah, they're fixated on you. Very much fixated because you're choosing you this time around, and they're not used to that. They're used to you making them a priority. There's something really toxic about this person. It's pretty much like you're the lighter to their cigarette. Without a lighter, I mean, it's kind of pointless. You know what I'm saying? So that's how this person feels about you. But it's a very toxic attachment. And now that you are no longer clinging to false hope, now that you're no longer clinging to broken promises, now that you're no longer making them a priority, you're no longer validating them. They don't know what to do with themselves. And see, the pain that they're feeling at the moment, it seems familiar to them. And the reason why it's familiar is because it's what they dished out. It's the same type of pain that they dished out. They're just getting it back. That's all it is to it. So keep your boundaries strong. Continue to walk with your head up high. And definitely do not allow this person to cause you to get out of character in any way, shape, or form. I do feel like they could come in with a little bit of drama, or they could do something that rubs you the wrong way. But just keep in mind that everything is a choice. You don't have to react to this person. You've grown a lot. You're not the same person. Well, you are the same person, just a better version of yourself. You have to understand that you're not the same version of you that this person wants you to be, or maybe who they think that you are. Okay, you're not that same version of yourself. You've leveled up. You've way leveled up. You have upgraded. Therefore, you cannot react the same way that you have in the past. Some things are just not worth it. So, yeah, put your peace first. Continue to make healthy choices. And do not, do not fall for any mind games. All right. And so that is the reading, everyone. If you guys resonated with this or if you liked this reading, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you as a part of the Mystic family. I love each and every one of you guys so much. You take care. Be safe. Until next time, bye.